Greetings and welcome to Eat It Lose. Today I am going to be testing the My Pint ice cream machine from Dash. I bought this a couple of months ago at this point, but I'll get to that in a minute. I bought this on sale at Kroger for $12.50. It was 50% off. So the original price was about $25 because I can do math. Yay! So inside the box, there is an instruction manual, and you will notice that it got a little bit beaten up because I have been trying to film this for like 2 months. The first time I tried to do it, I had this recipe, I tried it out, it did not set at all, and I have a couple of theories as to why it did not set. It may have been too hot in my kitchen. It was 93 degrees when I recorded. In my kitchen, it was 93 degrees. Not 93 degrees outside, because that would be more reasonable. But in my kitchen, it was 93 degrees. So it may have been that. It may have also been the mixture that I made. It may have had too much sugar or too much alcohol in it. And both sugar and alcohol are antifreeze. Or they have an antifreeze effect on ice cream. So it may have been that the ice cream just didn't set because of that. So I'm going to try a different recipe. And then I also tried a second time to record it after the first failure. I was going to have this whole video where I had the failure and then an actual recipe from the book. And it went perfectly. Then my phone's memory filled up and I accidentally deleted the video. Oops. It was while I was filming that the video, the memory filled up. So I was frantically trying to delete stuff off the phone and accidentally deleted the video and deleted it out of the deleted box. So it was gone. It's gone forever. It's not even in the cloud. Gone, gone, gone. Big mistake. Oh well. So here we are recording it again. So here is the manual. Much loved, I will call it. Inside the manual, there's a table of contents. And on the table of contents, you will notice, hopefully it's in focus, you will notice that it comes in both, you can do it in an electric mode or manual mode. I'm going to do it in electric mode because I like electricity. So, yeah. Also in the manual, there is a layout of everything that comes in the box. It comes with a motor unit which has a power switch on it, very useful. A spoon, a mixing spoon, a cooling bowl, and a cooling container, and a paddle. Well, let's actually walk through all of those things. Here is the paddle, mixing spoon, motor unit, and in the plastic is the cooling bowl. And the cooling bowl has this really neat little spot to put the spoon. Now you'll notice that there's something missing. The cooler bowl, I don't remember what it's called. What is that called? Cooling bowl, sorry. This is the cooling container. The cooling bowl needs to be frozen for at least 24 hours. It's been in there for 2 weeks because that's after all the failure and stuff and badness. The only other thing that I need is my mixture, which has also been chilling in the freezer. They recommend that you chill it for a while just to get it cooled enough so that it'll freeze quickly. Yeah. And this book also comes with some recipes, a recipe book. I'm not using any of the recipes from the book. I wanted to do, there's only one sorbet recipe. If you listen to the podcast, you know that I have some issues with dairy, as like a lot of people do. So not a big issue. So I just want to avoid my belly being achy. So I'm doing a coffee sorbet. Hi, Scout. So I'm doing a coffee sorbet. There's another sorbet recipe in here. It's a raspberry sorbet. That's the second recipe that I tried. It worked perfectly. It was beautiful, great, nice and like fruity and lovely. Yeah, I'm just going to pop over to the freezer to grab my cooling bowl and my mixture. I'll be right back. And I'm back. This is the cooling bowl. I'm going to put it in there. Yes. All I need to do is dump in my mixture. Actually, I have a spoon right here. I don't need to grab one from over there. So this is a little bit frozen because it's been in there for a little while. Actually, it was completely frozen because I put it in the freezer and then promptly fell asleep. So, yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm just going to scrape out. Hopefully this will set with no problem, but I am going to do something to combat the temperature because it is 84 degrees in here. Not very conducive to freezing something on the counter. So, there we go. Almost all of it's out. This is kind of a mocha recipe. It has coffee in it and it also has chocolate in it. So hopefully it will be delicious. And if it is, I will share the recipe with you. There we go. The mixture's in the bowl. Put that in there so it doesn't drip. And it's nice and easy. Just pop on the paddle, put the paddle in the bowl. According to the directions, the amount of mixture that I need is about a cup, which is what I have. And yeah, that's it. Nice and easy. I'm just going to plug it in. I have a handy dandy plug right here. And I'm going to churn this in the refrigerator because it's very warm in here and I want to make sure that it sets. It's going to take about 20 minutes, so I'm going to jump ahead in time. Turn it on, put it in the fridge, and I'm not putting it in the freezer, I'm putting it in the fridge. So that's it. I'll see you again in 20 minutes. Just a second in your time. It's amazing. And we're back. And I must say, the future is disappointing. I thought we would have established world peace in the last 20 minutes. Shoot. So my ice cream has been churning in the refrigerator for the past 20 minutes. I'm just about ready to grab it out. So fingers crossed it's all yummy and good. And I also need to grab a bowl. There we go. So it's still churning. You can hear it. It's a little bit quieter than it was whenever it first went in. So that, I guess, is a good sign. Turning it off. That is also a good sign. I mean, it froze at the very least. So there's that. Oh, okay, it froze a lot more on the outside than it did on the top and inside. I must say, when I made the raspberry sorbet, it actually was much more evenly frozen, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. Okay, I'm just scraping down the sides. Oh, it's frozen a bit on the bottom, but that's okay. Okay. I have a scooper. I have a bowl. Ooh. I don't want to put it down directly on the counter. I'll make another scoop. There we go. It's scooped well. Let's go ahead and try a bite. Yeah, this turned out really good. I need to add a little bit more sugar to this. It's just a touch bitter. I put 3 tablespoons of honey in it. I think it needs a little bit more, but I like it. I like it. Yum, yum, yum. So yeah, I call this a win. It worked great with the raspberry sorbet, and that recipe actually came with the ice cream maker. So if you do end up buying this, you have the raspberry sorbet. It's super simple. It's like 8 ounces of raspberries, 2 tablespoons of sugar. So easy, and it turned out great. And this one I think needs a little bit more tweaking, but yeah, the machine works perfectly. And I did do it in the refrigerator the whole time, and I think that helped. So yeah, this is a win. Good purchase, $12.50. Hey, I don't know if I would have spent $25 for it, but you know, it's good for a treat. And if you happen to have dietary restrictions, if you're on a keto diet or you're gluten-free and you're worried about additives, if you have celiac disease, so you have to be gluten-free, you know, this would be a good solution. You can make your own ice creams and not have to worry about things being contaminated. So, yeah, I think this is a great purchase, especially if you don't want to make a whole batch. So, well, I am going to let you know that I am moving. I'm moving this upcoming Monday, and I have a couple of episodes banked, so hopefully there won't be a lapse in posting videos. I don't know what order I'm going to be posting them in, so I may be making this announcement on other videos, but I have this episode and 2 other ones banked. So after that third one, the 4th episode will be in the new place. Oh, so very exciting. So yes, I'm very excited about moving. I'm hoping that the kitchen setup in the new place is going to be a little bit more conducive to videoing. But I imagine that it's going to end up looking the exact same thing. Maybe you'll see more behind me or something. Not like a light switch and a sometimes overflowing recycling bin. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more conducive. But fingers crossed. Well, have a good week. I'll talk to you again next week. And I'll be in my new place, but you won't see it for a few weeks. Bye.